Hey, welcome back, everybody. Are you putting in some time at the gym, but you're disappointed with your results? Kim Eagle with Earn That Body has some insight that may help. Kim, as always, good to see you, my friend.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Maybe she can hear me now. Kim, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, lovely. All right, Kim, let's talk about getting the results we want. So, our first stop is in the kitchen. Talk to us about how we may not be seeing the results we want because of nutrition.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are working out hard and yet they're like, but I still don't see any results. And I think that we should talk about a few things that are getting in the way of getting those results. And like you said, the number one thing is nutrition. The reality is, and we don't want to hear this, but we cannot work off a bad diet. So if your nutrition is not on point, if your calories are not in check, your macros, all of that, it's not going to matter how hard you're working out. You are not going to get those results.
I always thought when I was younger, you work out to look better, you eat to feel better. Now I'm starting to see that even though there are pieces and parts of that, it's kind of flipped. You look
Yeah,
your best when you eat appropriately. And then the working out,
definitely true.
of
Yeah.
course, is good for us as well. Okay, so I didn't know we could be doing workouts wrong in so many ways. So let's talk about some of the other things that might happen. Let's go, for example, with talking about your first tip here, Kim, which is not or working out too much, should I say?
Yeah. So you might think, well, if I work out hard every single day, then I'm going to get those results and I'm going to love the way I look. But actually, you can overtrain. And if you're overtraining and working out hard every single day, you might actually be retaining water, a huge spike in cortisol in the body, and you might actually not see any change because of it. So, working out too much or too hard can hinder your results.
Well, now I'm going to say the opposite. This is the one I think most of us assume is that you're not doing enough training.
Yeah, and it's possible you're not. So if you're not getting any results, maybe you're working out once a week, maybe you're working out twice a week. I'm definitely going to tell you now that 30 minutes, a minimum of 5 times a week, is probably what it's going to take to actually see a change in your body. So do make sure you're getting enough training in.
Okay, and then when we start to talk about the finer points of that training, I didn't know that this was possible. Too much cardio.
Yeah, too much cardio is just like too much training, right? So if you're just doing too much cardio all the time and that's all you're doing, it just might not be enough. And a lot of what people want to see right now is muscle on their body. And cardio is not going to put muscle on. So too much cardio might be one reason you're not getting those results.
What are we doing instead then? Help me. When we're
So
doing all those
instead,
aerobic exercises.
yeah, so instead we want to do cardio, but we also want to be strength training. So you want to be doing both. I really like to do 3 to 4 days of strength training, usually three, but then 2 to 3 days of cardio training. So a little bit of everything creates that perfect balance.
Gotcha. Okay, and then what about going too far with strength training? I kind of think about those juice heads, you know what I mean, from high
Yeah,
school who are
I
just pumping weights in the gym every single day.
yeah, you can lift too heavy and you can create injury, and that's definitely going to hinder results because you're going to have to take that time off. So it's just like everything else in life. There's got to be this balance. Don't do too much, don't lift too heavy, but find the right amount of what you need to get the results. And then, like, one thing I want to add to that is, if you're not recovering in addition to all of these different things, then you also might not get results. So it's sort of nutrition, workouts, recovery, a little bit of everything. And if you're missing any of those, again, it might be why you're like, I work out so hard, but I never see my body change.
Yes. Okay, I actually love to talk about resting. So, what amount of recovery should we be doing each week?
Yeah, so for sure, 1 day off, like that's a minimum. So I work out 5 to 6 days a week and I take at least one full day off all exercise. And so I kind of require that of all my clients, but also making sure that you're not doing strength training 2 days in a row. And if you are, that you're not working the same muscle group 2 days in a row because it needs that recovery. So making sure that it's not just go, go, go every day, that you also give yourself some easy workouts and some days off.
Okay, all right. I'm hearing everything in moderation, which my mom would be thrilled that I repeated. Okay. How about consistency? How important is the fact that you're just attempting to do kind of the same sets of things every single week?
Yeah, we got to get consistent in what we do. And then we also have to shake it up. So if you're not seeing change in your body, you have to ask yourself very seriously, am I doing what I need to do consistently? Am I working out enough during the week? Or do I do a week of great workouts and then a week of nothing? because that consistency is going to make all the change. If you're not doing enough, it's going to make a difference. If you're doing too much, it's going to make a difference. But also, if then you get in a rut and you're doing the same thing but not getting change, guess what? If you're doing the same thing and not getting change, something needs to change, Rosie. So
Okay.
you can't just do that same thing all the time, which is one reason I really always recommend people get into some kind of program, because that will guide you instead of you just trying to wing it.
Yeah, I mean, I've picked up like little tips from magazines before. It's just really hard to do when you're not in an actual program. Because also, I'll
Yeah.
tell you this, Kim, I'll let myself give up a whole lot quicker than
Mhm.
I know you'll let me give up. You can do a couple more
Exactly.
reps, Rosie. Okay. Talk to us
Yeah.
about your new Build Strength program. I also feel like this is so important to talk about because you're really front and forward about as we age, we need to continue to be doing strength.
Yes, we need to be putting on muscle. We need to put on muscle at every age. But I have to tell you, as we get older, since we're losing muscle mass, which is normal, we have to be adding it as best we can. So putting on muscle is all you can do to prevent losing too much muscle mass. And my Build program is a 4-week program. Again, this is a program that's designed. I'm going to send you your workout every day so you know exactly what to do. You know when to recover. And it starts September 16th. It is open to everyone, but I'm not going to lie. Ladies, if you are in that later stage of life and you feel like you're losing muscle, this program is going to work for you.
I love to hear it. Okay, Kim, as always, we appreciate your help. We love you, my friend. We'll talk to you soon. Guys, learn
Take
about
care.
all the programs that Kim has to get you feeling your best, pardon me, by going to earnthatbody.com, or you can check out her on social media or her podcast on iTunes.